Now that the weather is warming up pretty much everywhere, I think it's time that we talk about some fruity fragrances. If you're interested in finding out about some unique fruity fragrances, then just keep watching. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is kind of inspired by this baby here. This is the new Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. I did a video all about this fragrance. This beautiful bottle. I did a video all about this fragrance and I will definitely link that for you all. But spoiler alert, I feel like this definitely had some room for improvement. And one of the reasons why is that I just kind of feel like at first sniff, it smells nice and unique, but then it kind of smells more so generic fruity fragrance to me. So that inspired me to do this video, share with you some fruity fragrances that I have in my collection that I still feel like are unique. They are likable, but they're unique. And some are more unique than others. We'll kind of get into that. But these are ones that I definitely think that you should get your nose on and smell, because they might not smell like just any other department store fragrance. And I'm not trying to be offensive by saying that, but to me, the way this dry down is, I feel like it could belong to so many fragrances that you can find at your local Macy's. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the fragrances. So I have 10 real fragrances to share, and then I will have one kind of honorable mention that I will save for the end. So the first fragrance that I have to share with you is this one from Mooger. This is Angel Au Croisière, and this is the 2020 version. Although this came out in 2020 and it's supposedly limited edition, it's actually still available on the Mooger website and plenty of other like gray market websites as well. But I saw it just like yesterday on the Mooger website, so I know it is still available. So this fragrance is absolutely beautiful. It actually took a little bit for it to grow on me. I wasn't in love with it when I first got it, to be completely honest, but the more I've worn it, the more I enjoy it. So the fruit that this fragrance is based on is the fig. And the fig in this to me smells a little bit sweet, but it's also kind of green. This is a very like fresh smelling fragrance, but it's also sweet. And it also has coconut in there. So a lot of people will put this on their coconut fragrance list. And I do think the coconut is there and it provides some creaminess and some sweetness. But to me, the fig is the main player. And I think the fig is what really makes this unique. I personally don't have a lot of fig fragrances. And I think fig can kind of be hit or miss for a lot of people because it can smell different in different fragrances. This one does smell fresh, a little bit green. But overall, it gives a very soothing effect, a very refreshing effect, and it still smells kind of tropical. It's quite beautiful and it smells very unique. And this is not a super expensive fragrance. I mean, Mooger overall, I think, is a well-priced brand for the fragrances they give you because they're typically quite unique. And this one falls right under that category as well. It's unique, but very likable. And I definitely think if you get a chance, you should try this one out. So again, that is Angel Au Croisière 2020. Now, unfortunately, the next fragrance I have to share with you is not affordable, but it is a banger, so I'm gonna share it anyway. This is Tiziana Terenzi Tobit. So this fragrance is all about the peach. That is the main fruit in this fragrance. To me, this is a very like musky, but also sweet peach. And then in the background, you have like these woody type notes. I'm not even sure if there's a type of wood that's actually in this fragrance, but to me, that's what it smells like. So sweet, musky peach, background of woods. And that, to me, that background just helps to kind of ground this fragrance. It keeps it very sophisticated, very elevated. It is actually really gorgeous. The peach in this is just so well done. And that's what I really love about this fragrance. Not to mention, this is very projecting. It has great sillage. It has great lasting power. And look at this bottle. I mean, that's just stunning. It looks like luxury. I love this. I mean, it should look like luxury for the price tag. Now, I definitely think this is one you should sample first. Probably don't blind buy unless you just know you love peach. But I do find peach to be kind of difficult for some people. So definitely sample this if you can, or go smell it in the store. I know they sell Tiziana Terenzi in some Neiman Marcus's, not mine, not that I know of anyway. But check out your local stores and see if you can go smell this one, because it is beautiful, amazing, a high class luxury fruity scent that is still unique. So again, that is Tobit from Tiziana Terenzi. The next fragrance that I have is from Zyloff, and this is Cruz del Sur 2. You can see I've used a ton of this, and I used it a lot when I first got it, and then I kind of like pushed back on it because I didn't want to run out, because I feel like I used that up in like 2 months. Anyway, this is all about the mango, but specifically a very creamy lactonic mango. So this one smells very sweet, smells like a ripe mango, and then mix that with some sort of creaminess. I don't think this would be for everybody, because I know a lot of people cannot get down with lactonic type scents, and this definitely has some like milky notes to it. But I think if you smell this and you are a fan of mango and you like lactonic fragrances, I mean, this is just gonna be, you're gonna fall in love with the smell. I'm just gonna say that. I love this fragrance. I typically wear this only in the warm weather. I feel like this just transports me to like a tropical location. It reminds me of getting mango from like one of those mango stands where they like season it with the tagine and whatever else they put in there. So good. But this is what it reminds me of every time I smell it. And for me, that's like a good memory. So definitely would recommend this if you're into mango and you like milky scents. Even if you don't like milky scents, try to sample this, see if you can smell it, because you might just fall in love. So again, this is Cruz del Sur 2 from Zyloff. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit congested. I just left Home Depot. And I feel like being around all that wood just like messed with my allergies. So I'm sorry if y'all can hear that, because it's annoying me. So I hope it's not annoying you all. Anyway, I have another mango fragrance to share with you all. And this is Keep Glazed from the House of Oud. This bottle, gorgeous. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you may know that I had this mango obsession last summer. And so I tried not to put too much mango in here, but I have some mango fragrances in my collection. So, I mean, I felt like the ones that I'm sharing with you are unique. There are 3 mango fragrances in here. I'll just go ahead and forewarn you, but I'm sorry if you don't like mango. The 3 mango fragrances are in a row, so you can skip through if you want, but I say keep watching. Anyway, this is another mango fragrance, but to me, this is quite unique because you can definitely smell the mango. And to me, this mango smells ripe and sweet, but not like super syrupy sweet, not like in Cruz del Sur 2. So not like in this one. This one is definitely less sweet, and you can definitely smell other fruits. The other fruit that I feel like my nose can pick out is guava. I think this fragrance also has like an iced lemon note in it, which to me, what I'm getting and what I can pick up on is just some zestiness. I can definitely smell some lemon there, but it's more like a freshness that it brings. I don't really find the lemon to be that forward in this sense. To me, it's really all about the mango. This fragrance does have something kind of deeper in the background that I feel like really helps ground it. And I actually think that makes it wearable year round. I have worn this in colder weather, but I do prefer it in the spring, summer. This is one that I find every time I wear it, I want to wear it again and again and again. It's something quite addictive about it to me, especially on the skin. So again, that is Keep Glazed from the House of Oud. The next fragrance that I have is from Imperial Fragrances, and this is Ocean V. Now, this was sent to me a while ago, last year, so I'm not required to talk about it, but I really wanted to include it in this video because this is the time that I am excited to start really wearing it. So again, the mango to me is the most prominent fruit note in this, but you can definitely tell when you smell this that there are other fruits in here. It kind of smells like watermelon is in here, even though I'm not sure watermelon is a note, but to me, that's what it smells like mango and watermelon. And it has this very like watery feel without being a weak fragrance. So if you've ever smelled Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice, I know that one's very popular, and that's one that I love, but I didn't include it because I feel like y'all already know about it. But if you have smelled that, there is like this watery nature to it. This has that as well. And I love it. I love this fragrance. I didn't get a chance to wear it a lot when it was sent to me because it was sent when we were kind of transitioning into the fall. And so I was over my summer fragrances at that point, but I am excited to really wear this year. Now, when it comes to longevity projection, I can't really tell you too much because I honestly don't remember. I haven't worn this in months. I'm just talking about the smell for this particular fragrance. It smells very fruity and very fun, but also very elevated, luxurious, refreshing. I love the smell of this. So again, that is Imperial Fragrances Ocean V. The next fragrance is a controversial one, but I had to include it because I think there's a time and a place for it, and it does fall into this unique fruity fragrance category. So I'm talking about Montal Mocha. So this fragrance, to me, when I first sprayed it and when I first got it, and even now, it smells like a strawberry air freshener, like old school strawberry air freshener that you would have in your car. I don't know if y'all had these where you're from, or, you know, we could be different ages. I don't even know if they still make these. But when I was like first started driving, whenever I get my car washed, I would go to the store and get these little tin cans that they're about this big. Sorry, they're about that big. They're round, and they had something in them that made them smell. And so you would just pop the lid up a little bit and put them like under your car seat, and they were super strong. And that's what this reminds me of the strawberry one like that. So if you smell that, then you know what this smells like. Now, I'm saying all that, and I know that sounds bad, but when you spray this on the skin, it gets a lot better. On paper, it still smells like strawberry air freshener to me. But on the skin, it warms up and it becomes like a musky strawberry. Now, the strawberry doesn't smell the most realistic, but there is something that I really like about it anyway. I don't think that every fragrance has to smell supernatural, right? Some fragrances can smell a little bit synthetic and still make it work. And this to me is one of those. This is more of a fun scent in my opinion. I wouldn't wear this to a serious occasion. I wouldn't wear it on a date night or anything like that. But I would wear it to a carnival or to the grocery store, anywhere like that. It's really nice. And I think this is one that you definitely have to try if you get a chance. You may not like it, but try it, okay? So that is Mocha from Montal. The next fragrance is from Panna London, and this is Pineapple Essenza. So this fragrance, as the name would imply, is all about the pineapple, but this is a very musky pineapple. So the pineapple in this, you can smell it's bright, it's fresh, but it's also kind of muted, and the muskiness kind of competes with the pineapple. But the way they come together just works really, really well in my opinion. This is not an overly sweet pineapple. It's just a little bit sweet. It's more so of a refreshing pineapple than a sweet pineapple. Hopefully that makes sense. But this is really good. I love this one. It's not popular at all. I guarantee if you were to try this fragrance, you're going to be the only person you know that has it. But I love it. Every time I wear it, I get a lot of compliments on it. It's very long lasting. This is one of those fragrances that lasts on me like 10 plus hours. And it's not one that smells super strong, because honestly, I can't wear the super strong scents all the time. They will get on my nerves if I wear them too much, to be completely honest, or depending on what I'm doing, it can be too much. This one is one of those fragrances that has like moderate projection. It doesn't smell super heavy, but it lasts literally all day. All day. It will last until you wash it off. It's just really, really pretty, and I love this one, and it's quite unique. So again, that is Pineapple Essenza from Panna London. The next fragrance is a newer fragrance in my collection, and this is from the 7 Virtues. This is Lotus Pear. So I picked this up during the Sephora sale, so I have not worn it that many times. I've only worn it, I think, twice. So keep that in mind. These are my feelings on it right now. I'm not prepared to give you a full review, but it is a unique fruity fragrance. Now, if I compare this to pretty much all the other fragrances I have here, this one is probably the least unique out of this list. And I think this is going to be likable for pretty much everyone. If you can stand the smell of pear, I think you will like this. The pear in this is sweet and not too sharp. I find pear to be sharp in a lot of pear fragrances, and I can't handle it. It can give me a headache and can just bother me. It's like just sticks right here in my nose, I feel like. A sharp pear. So this is not like that. This is a very smooth, rounded pear. It's a little bit sweet, but this fragrance overall smells like a watery pear scent, and it's gorgeous. Now, I will say, just based off my couple of wears, this is not a fragrance that lasts all day. So if you're looking for a fragrance that lasts all day, this is not for you. This is one you're gonna have to carry with you. On me, I can get about 4 hours out of it. I mean, I can still smell it on myself as a skin scent. It becomes like a musky pear in the late dry down, but I love how it smells at the beginning of me wearing it. So say the first like 2-3 hours of me wearing it is when I enjoy it the most. I can deal with the musky pear dry down at the very end of the fragrance, and I like it, but not as much as I like the opening. So this is one I take with me and top off. It's absolutely gorgeous, quite likable. You can easily find this at your local Sephora. And I really wanted to include this because although I said this is probably the least unique out of this list, I still wanted to include it because I really enjoy it. It's really pretty. And I honestly think if you're looking to get just a pretty, easygoing, fruity scent, I would recommend this over this. Like as of right now, I mean, my thoughts could change. I'm just saying, as of right now, to me, I'm liking this a lot better than I'm liking this. So just wanted to put that out there. Again, that is Lotus Pear from the 7 Virtues. The next fragrance that I have is from Tom Ford, and this is a Bitter Peach. So this fragrance, again, is one that had to grow on me, but now that it's grown on me, I have been loving it. I've actually really been wanting to wear this fragrance a lot lately. I actually just wore it the other day and just was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. But anyway, this is a very sweet peach fragrance. Reminds me of peach gummy rings. However, there is some patchouli in there, and it also has a boozy quality to it, which I feel like makes it really unique. When I first got this fragrance, when it initially came out, to me, all I was really getting was that peach gummy ring. I wasn't getting the patchouli a lot. Now, I get the patchouli a good amount, but to me, it doesn't smell too earthy. It just gives it like a groundedness. I mean, there's a little bit of earthiness from the patchouli, but it doesn't smell dirty like some patchoulis can smell, in my opinion. But mainly I get the syrupy, sweet, boozy peach, and that patchouli just sits in the background, but it's present enough that it does what it's supposed to do. I love this fragrance. Now, I'll link my initial review of this fragrance for you guys because I don't know if they reformulated it. I don't know if when I first got it, it just didn't have time to macerate, or maybe my nose just changed. But I've definitely linked my first review of this fragrance for you guys if you're interested. But as of right now, I'm really enjoying this, and I do think it's quite unique. And I think you should get your nose on it if you like peach. So again, that is Bitter Peach from Tom Ford. The next fragrance that I have is from Zyloff, and this is Dolce Amarfi. So I love this fragrance. I really do. The fruit that this is centered around is quince, which I can tell you I've never eaten a quince. I've never seen a quince in person. I can only determine what quince smells like from this fragrance and a couple other fragrances that I have that featured that same note. I actually looked up quince because one of you all told me it was similar to an apple, and I wanted to verify that information because to me, this smells like a tropical fruity fragrance, but it is similar to an apple apparently. But this fragrance, when I smell it, it smells like tropical fruits, like spicy, juicy fruit gum is what I usually say about it. But tropical fruits and very prominent spice. And the spice that is most prominent in this fragrance to me is cardamom and clove. And I know that may sound weird, but it comes together so well. This is so unique. It's definitely not going to be for everybody, but this is one that I love. I cannot get enough of myself when I wear this at all. I definitely think you should smell this if you get a chance to, because it's so unique, but it's still fruity and fun, and I love it. So definitely check this one out. This is Dolce Amarfi from Zyloff. Also, before I go on to the next one, this is super long lasting. So I feel like that's something to be said when it comes to fruity fragrances, because overall fruity fragrances aren't typically the most long lasting fragrances. This one is super long lasting and you will smell it the entire time. I do not overspray this one. So you see my dent? That's a real dent because I'm not overspraying this, y'all. This is me spraying probably 5 sprays each time I wear it. So I really wanted to mention that because I think the projection and longevity of this is quite notable, especially for a fruity fragrance. So the last fragrance that I have to share with you is my honorable mention. This is Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Garden. So the reason this is an honorable mention is because there is a fruit note listed in the notes of this fragrance. However, it is not the fruit that I smell. So I was kind of conflicted on whether I should include this fragrance because I don't smell the fruit that's in here. And when I look it up on Fragrantica, it seems that nobody really smells the fruit that is in here, but I included it anyway because when I smell this fragrance, regardless of the notes, when I smell this fragrance, what it smells like to me and to many others is a bowl of tropical fruit with some florals in the background. So typically when I think about this fragrance, I think about sitting in a lush tropical garden, like in the middle of a very green floral garden, eating a bowl of some sort of exotic fruit. That's what it smells like to me. I am not gonna lie. That's what I think of every time I smell this. And before I looked at the notes on this, I would have sworn up and down this is a fruity fragrance. There is coconut in this fragrance as well. And I can smell that, and it provides a creaminess to this fragrance that is really beautiful. But overall, when I smell this, it smells quite fruity and quite unique. There is something about this. It's hard for me to put my finger on, and I like that because this is a designer fragrance that is very, very well priced. Even if you buy it like normal retail, this is a very well priced fragrance. But it smells unique and it's still fun and it's still likable. And I get compliments every single time I wear this. And I love that about it. So although this probably doesn't belong in this category, I'm including it anyway because to me it smells fruity. So there's that. That's why it's honorable mention. Anyway, that is Dolce Garden by Dolce & Gabbana. So those are all the fragrances I wanted to share with you today. I think I forgot to mention it earlier, but I didn't include any citrus fragrances because although citrus is a fruit, I kind of put citrus in their own category. So if you guys would like to see a citrus video sometime soon, definitely let me know. If you don't let me know, I'm probably going to do one in the summer anyway. So there's that. Anyway, I didn't include them on purpose, just to let you guys know. If you guys have tried any of these fragrances, let me know what you think of them. Do you think they're unique? Do you have a unique fruity fragrance that you go to? Are there any unique fruity fragrances that I should try? Definitely let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I typically upload videos on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So definitely make sure you're subscribed and turn your notification bell on so that you don't miss a video from me. Also, if you're not already following me on Instagram, definitely check me out over there. I'm typically always in my stories on Instagram. So if you want to contact me easily, definitely check me out on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.